bothering me. Yes? YouTube cooperating? Yes, YouTube is cooperating. Perfect. So they had a slightly different opinion about, you know, staying in bed, potentially, or not. And, you know, sleeping. And I mean, that was... I was all for that. My character's not so much. Wait, one moment, my apologies. Things are not... Yes, there we are. So they came up with all kinds of ideas for both Go Fly, well, not only for both, for Go Fly and the Tergaenae Chronicles and the Confectioner's Journey, and potentially things that also might, you know, be in the ways of the courtesans. And one of my characters came with something for my food heist story. So yeah, they kept bothering me. I mean, I wanted to sleep. I mean, yeah. But okay, so I was up. In the end, I stayed in bed, half asleep, and you know, that's when oftentimes things like that happen. When you are, how shall I say that? When you're half asleep, your mind is kinda on your story and kinda not. That's when things come up. Hey Tish, thank you for coming in. You're catching my stream just in time. You had lunch and you've been stream hopping and being very productive. That's awesome. That's great to hear. And hey Nicole, hello, first time visitor here. Thank you so much for joining us. It's awesome. Tish says hello to Nicole. And Nicole says, thank you Tish. I look forward to working here with you all the next 2 hours or the end of the stream, whichever comes first. That depends. Normally I do a 1 hour creative session. And sometimes I also chat after that, and it all depends on how things go and the things we like to talk about at that moment. So like I said, I was a bit bothered by my characters early this morning. So yeah, I mean, that happens. And I mean, usually I get these kind of ideas and things like that when I go to bed, and that's when I have that half asleep time and just not quite in my deep sleep, and then I get all these kinds of ideas. And now my characters decided it was a perfect idea to jump in while I was just half awake, you know, going to the bathroom and just going back to sleep. So yeah, that. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I don't mind. So I've got a few details and that will go. That's no problem. It's those small details that come up and that can bring your story to life for yourself as well. And that's one of the things I like. And I mean, Tergaenae is an amazing world. And it's, how shall I say that? Yes, it's a high fantasy world. It's a second world, as people also call it. It's filled with magic. It's also filled with dragons and all kinds of fantasy creatures. Several of them are of my own design. So those are fantasy creatures you won't see anywhere else. And I like that. I like that we have all these options and that my characters come knocking on my door. but rather not early in the morning. I mean, I've had a talk with them, but yeah, they didn't agree. So I expect they will come knocking early in the morning in the coming days, weeks. I'll see. I mean, yeah, if they decide to do that, I will just go with the flow. So today I found, well, not really found. I found it earlier. At this moment, until this moment, the dragon companions, or those who are companions of the dragons. Yeah, that's why it's complicated. They are called the dragon companions, but the dragons are also called companions. So you might see the confusion there that arises. So I've been looking for a different name for the dragon for the dragon companions not being the dragons, and I found a good name at the end of last year, and I've decided to use that, and my characters seem to agree on that. So the official new name, I should tell you a little bit of the history. Originally, when I started with this story with the Tergaenae Chronicles, it was called the Dragon Rider Seer, and back then they were dragon riders, or at least I called them that, but they were never mere riders. They were so much more than that, and they have this connection with the dragons that's it's a telepathy. Yes, I can find the words. Telepathy connection, but it also goes way beyond that. So at some point, I found that they are not riders; they are companions, and that's when the confusion started. So I have the new name, and it is inspired by an Arabic name. The Arabic name is Hamdin, and and that is a boy's name, which is also sometimes used for girls, and it means companion, friend, loyalty, support. So that felt basically like a perfect fit for the companions. And that's why I decided to use that as a base and call them the Hamdina instead of the companions. That way we have the Hamdina, and the companions. The companions are the dragons, and the Hamdina are the people working with them. Let me put it that way. So I hope that works better. So I will be adjusting my stories for that and my world building Bible, but that's good. It's progression, and I like that. And as you say, it sounds good. Thank you very much. The fact that it has those meanings felt like a perfect fit for me, and the Tergaenae Chronicles is inspired by many cultures, including the Arabian cultures, or Arabic cultures. Arabic, Chinese, African, basically so many things. Yes, European as well, but it's not in the basis a medieval European setting. It's quite a different setting, and I like that. So I hope that people with an Arabic background feel like this is a good fit, and that they enjoy it. So right now I'm going through my Go Fly in this creative session. I need to work backwards from a certain scene that I haven't written yet. But work backwards in time, in essence, to find the moment where Go Fly actually starts. Because I have a certain scene in mind, and in that scene there are a lot of people, and I found that in the time slot of the lunchtime, so that's between 12 and 2 p.m. for us here on Earth. And in Tergaenae it's called the Hour of the Flutter Nymph. I found that in that time period, loads of people are on the streets, in restaurants, etc. But there are lots of people around. At the location where I found that scene will happen. So now I need to work back from that and see at what time Go Fly actually starts. Because, I mean, I can't have it that everything that happens in up until that moment is, I don't know, an hour, while it actually takes a lot longer. And then be at that moment at the lunchtime. So so I'm going to work back and see at what time Go Fly actually starts. Because originally I had in mind it would actually start around noon, but yeah, that's not gonna happen. So that's what I'm going to do this creative session. And I'm looking forward to hear what you all are working on and how things go. So be sure to keep an eye on chat. And let me check one thing real quick, because I think I put the link in the description box, but so let me check it. Wait, I'll do it in a different way. Because I wanted to share something with you guys. There it is. Okay, starting this weekend, February the 8th, until February the 15th, we have the authortube and booktubers under 1K subs marathon. And this is the link to the entire playlist where we all are. So be sure to check it out this weekend. Hey Andy, welcome in. If I did things correctly, you guys should get this message. Yes, that's the Fantasy Tavern Discord. If you want to check it out, feel free to come in. And there we go. Yes, that works. Perfect. So those are the links for Tish and Andy. And Nicole, I don't have your link right now with me. Let's see if I can get it another way into the chat. There we go. Oh, wait, do that a little bit differently. And Here's the link to Nicole's channel, so be sure to check her channel out as well. Boom, let's quickly catch up with chat. Nicole, you said first off you'll be working on your German studies. Ooh, that's excellent. Yay for verb conjugation. I mean, in high school we needed to learn German, and I really didn't like it. So yeah. And after your German studies, you'll be drafting a short story from the outline for a bit. Excellent, that sounds great. And Andy, you say, oh look, it's message NFT. Oh, it's Nicole. Yeah, exactly. Nicole says hi to Andy. Nicole, you said now we're like that Spider-Man meme, just pointing at each other. Yeah. But that's so fun. I mean, I like it when authors connect through live streams. That's excellent. Tish says hi to Andy as well. And Andy says hi to Tish. And that's it. Okay, all caught up. So let's dive into our 60 minutes session. And I wish you all a lot of fun. I'm gonna put on my headphones. And yeah, I really need to buy a new headphone. Anyways, I'm gonna put on my headphones so that you guys don't hear an echoing sound. Let's see. Yes, have fun and see you in 60 minutes. And that is the end of our creative session. How did it go for you guys? Let me first check with the chat because I saw some people coming in. Andy, you said thank you for sharing the links. Yes, of course. I mean, that is just one of the ways we can support each other, and I love to do that. So yeah. And Nicole, you said, oh, it's okay. You don't actually have anything worth promoting at the moment. That's not a problem. I mean, as long as we can keep in touch and get people to your channel, that's awesome. And perhaps your anthology company, Two of Crones. Ooh, tell me more about it. I don't think I know about that yet. Shanna, welcome in. You made friends with the like button. Thank you so much. And you said, okay, you gotta hop off, but thank you for the stream. You're welcome, and I hope to catch you in the next one again. And you need a break away from the screen. You need tea. You need snacks. Can't go wrong with that. Exactly. I mean, I'm currently on water. Just hot water, no tea, because I forgot the tea bag. You know, that's all fine. But I do have a bit of snacks with me. And Tish, you say you're about finished for today. For the day, 2 more paragraphs to edit. That sounds excellent. Well, I have to say, I've been going through Go Fly. I determined at what time, roughly, the elders of Seamus and Finlay's team actually left, which was very early in the morning for as Seamus, no, as Nalvet, another character said, they barely had first breakfast. Now, you need to know, first breakfast is between 4 and 6 a.m. in the morning. So they left really early. Keep that in mind for the future, because things are going on with these people. So I do know that, but I haven't quite discovered yet at what time we see Najat and Ruark and how they are seeing one of their teammates and friends at the quay at the small inlet, where they are looking at a batch of dragon's blood. And no, it's not real blood. It's a blood. It's not real blood. And then saying it's blood. Yeah, no, it's a drink made from peaches and ginger. And it is very strong and it gives them energy. And it is a new drink. It's something that Hadassyn's grandfather has invented. Is that the way to say it? I created, whatever you want to call it. So they get this batch, which has just a few or the recipe, I should say, with which this batch was made, has had a few adjustments to make it better in a way that Hadassyn's grandfather wants it to be. And they got this batch specifically to thank them, and more specifically to thank Najat for saving Hadassyn's niece from bandits. No idea what kind of bandits, but bandits. So yeah, that's fun. And they are trying to keep it from the commander, because from what they say, let me read it to you. This batch tastes so good that it will all be confiscated if the commanders get a whiff of this. So yeah, they're trying to get it to their house unseen. That's going to be a challenge. Or rather, they think it's going to be a challenge, and then all things go quite different than what they expected to experience that day. So that moment, that moment in that inlet where they taste the dragon's blood, and where they talk about going to the Ares, I haven't quite figured out yet, or still, at what time that is. So I'm working through the chapters I've already written and through the rest of the guideline to see what the actual time of day is there. I don't know. We'll see. My apologies. Like I said, I was awake quite early this morning, and I have slept, but not real deep after that anymore. Like I said, my characters kept bothering me, so I'm a bit sleepy. Yeah, I mean, it's fun to go through all this and to see how things can be can change. I've also directly I've also been editing these chapters to replace companions where applicable, companions with Hamdina, to make sure that I don't forget that. So yeah, I'll see how it goes. Still didn't catch that fly. Tisha say you just finished while listening to me. Yay! You're happy. Time to play some games. Excellent. What game are you going to play today? I'm very curious. Are you still working on Animal Crossing, or are you going to play another game today? I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. I might I might jump in a game. Well, I have to check something for someone, and I might stick around then, or I just might go to bed early. And you say Stardew Valley. I think I have that on my wish list on Steam. Animal Crossing didn't quite attract me at first, but I think I have Stardew Valley actually on my wish list, and who knows, maybe I'll play it in the future as well. I mean, games are fun to play, and for me, they oftentimes also are a way to let my brain work in a different way, to let the creative part relax, and to see how things can go otherwise. So yeah, that's me and gaming. I have to say, I used to play massive multiplayer online role-playing games. Wow, MMORPGs. But that's not something for me anymore. It's just way too much going on. So now I'm mostly playing survival sandbox games and The Sims. And Tiny Glade. That is a cute little game in which you just build and do nothing else. And I mean, you don't even have to gather resources or something. It's really just a fun, cute building game. And yeah, that's what I do as well. I'm not that good at it yet, but I'll get to it. And that's also part of the fun of games. You learn new things every day, and and it's also, from what I experience with certain games, it also helps me to think about things in a different way. and for example to also actually see what you can see. For example, if you play a sandbox game where you have to build a lot of things, like in Enshrouded, you can really build humongous buildings and all kinds of things, and that can help you to actually see what what your character can see or can't see. I mean, you might have an idea, but when you try it out, then you will actually see if that is possible. So that's another way of using games in my writing process, and I like that. I like that. So for today, I think this is it for now. Shannon, are you? No, you don't have a live stream today, do you? Let's check that quickly. No, you're not live. Okay. And I for the people on Twitch, I'm going to see who is currently active in writing and reading, and I see we have Game of Tomes active and a Tiger Bites. Let's make a change and go to Game of Tomes. They are co-working and writing. So I don't know. It's been quite a while since I've joined them, and on YouTube is my. Oh yeah, okay. For a moment I thought that it was really lagging, but it's not. Thank God. Thank the 80s. It's not lagging. Shannon, you say, sorry you went to lunch and realized hubby was home with lunch, so you were gone longer than you thought you would be. Lunch is 8. You're here for the ride, Tish. Oh, perfect. Shannon, I hope you had a wonderful lunch, and we have just reached the end of the creative sprint, of the creative session, I should say. I mean, 1 hour is not a sprint anymore. So yeah, we're rounding things up. Shannon, you say it was a good lunch. That's great to hear. That's great to hear. Oh, that's the end. Yeah, I'm finding that I'm starting to have trouble forming words, things like that. The brain fog is slowly setting in, possibly because I woke up very early this morning and I wanted to sleep a little bit more, but my characters kept bothering me. So I didn't really have a deep sleep anymore after that. So the tiredness is really setting in right now, and with that, the brain fog. So yeah. Tish is waving to Shannon. And Shannon, you say, at least you got back in time to see me before I log off. Ah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really love when you guys join us. And Shannon says hi to Tish. So tomorrow it's Wednesday. That's my free day. I'll be back Thursday again. For those of you on YouTube, I wish you all a wonderful Tuesday. It's still Tuesday, filled with magic and creativity, and I will see you all Thursday again. And for those on Twitch, I am going to send you guys to Game of Tomes. Let me see, where are they? Yeah, they were here. Well, I cannot find them. Sometimes the whole rating thing on Twitch is something I still need to get used to. Channel is public game zones, so I should be able to find that. I need to go through a list, and I can't find them in the list. Oh, here we are. Here we are. So yes. Here we go. Start the raid. And we should be able to go in 3, 2, 1, go. See you at Game of Thrones. And Shannon, you say you already have the LCCN for your next publication. I don't know what LCCN is. And you say it took you over a month for the last time. Tissue hadn't figured out the rates yet. It's something I'm still also figuring out. So much to learn, yeah, indeed. The Library of Congress control number. Oh wow, okay, that's in US. Okay, yeah, we don't have that. At least I think we don't. It's great that you have it. So I'm wishing you a wonderful day with lots of creativity and magic, and I will see you. Are you doing a stream tomorrow, or are you also streaming Thursday? Because I am streaming Thursday 1:30 p.m. my usual time. So yeah. Jenny, you say you have to submit before the book publishes, but your book will be available in the Library of Congress. Okay, that's interesting. You're doing a stream tomorrow, but a little later in your day. Okay, I'll see if I can catch it. I have a few things to do tomorrow, but maybe I might be able to catch it when I go cat sitting. So I will see you hopefully tomorrow, and otherwise maybe Thursday. And you say you might start earlier. It just depends on how long it takes for this meeting at Just on School. Yeah, those meetings are very important too. I will see you then. Right now it's scheduled for 12 p.m. That would be 6 p.m. my time. 9 p.m. my time. I'm not exactly sure. I'll check it out, and I'll keep an eye on it, and maybe I could join you tomorrow. So until then, I will see you anywhere else, and I wish you a wonderful day.